This week we've got ghosts, frozen dead bodies, dodgy taxi drivers, and apparently children are now smarter than an online security system. We'll get into a paranormal story about a man who says a spirit has followed him his entire life. We've got a proper British problem involving taxi drivers, and in today's a bloke who has found frozen after 5,000 years. Let's get straight into it. It's episode 221, Drawing Moustaches. Can you believe it? I've actually got another cold. The worst thing is, it's like every episode I have a cold, innit? Well, not every episode. What, 1 in 10? It's got to be 1 in 10 where I've complained I've got a cold. I really don't know what's wrong with me, guys. Do I blame the British weather? I think so. It doesn't help. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've had beautiful hot weather, and then the other day it was freezing, man, in the UK. It was so cold, I can't remember. I think it was Wednesday, I can't remember now. I had to go into my car, and luckily I had a sweatshirt in there, and I had to put that on because I was wearing a t-shirt, and I was like, God, why am I wearing the t-shirt? Friggin' freezing. And I think from the back of that, I've caught a cold now. Great. And you can obviously tell from my voice. Ha 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 ha. How is everybody out there? Hope you're alright, as always. Bit of an update. You know the confession that I had on myself? I put it up on the actual confessions forum. And quite a few people have responded back to the actual thing. Now, if you don't know about it, basically, I was in the gym and I knocked over a bottle of water and it splashed all over somebody's trainers. I didn't know what to do because I panicked. And it was absolutely drenched. I just quickly, got ready, put my stuff in the locker. As I was putting my stuff in the locker, the owner of the trainers came back into the gym and looked at his trainers and went, "Oh my God, who's done that?" And I didn't say anything. I just quickly walked out. So I put it out on the confessions forum. Quite a lot of people have liked it, left me loads of comments. Somebody put, "That poor guy spent his entire gym session praying it was water and not wee." Someone else said I should have sat there staring at him as he examined his shoes while sipping your water and maintaining eye contact. Another person wrote, "Guilty confession energy is strong. The guy wore wet socks thanks to you. Funny now, but maybe buy him some trainers." I wish I could buy him trainers, but the thing is, I don't know what he looked like because I didn't make any eye contact to him. I just kind of went, "Oh God, he's there. Boom, 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 boom. Get out." So that's literally what I did. Oh my God. We are going to do another confession story in a bit, but I thought I'd let you know about how my week has gone. Basically now, our house, we're thinking about getting CCTV. Because in my area, there's so much stuff going on, honestly. Like, I'm in that group now, ain't I, in the King's Standing Facebook group, and you got to see the comments on there that people put down. Some of it is absolutely mental. I think some of it, they just make it up. But someone quite recently put that a lot of cars have been stolen around where I live. And now what other people are doing, you know, parcels, when somebody drops a parcel off to you and they leave it in your porch or just outside your door, people just grab it and take it. So I said to my wife, we need to get CCTV. I mean, we have got it. It's all connected up now because obviously you lot know my house got renovated and all the camera stuff was put back as it was. Only one of them works, and it's the rear one. So it's the one that faces the back garden. That's the only one that works. I've got another 3 cameras and none of them come on. I don't know what's happened. Could be the wiring, could be anything in all honesty. I've called the electrician out And now he's got to come and sort that. But then he was like, your CCTV's around 10 plus years old. I went, yeah, it is actually. He said, you're better off changing it, mate. So I'm going to change it. And I want one of those that you probably got them yourself. You know when you can check on your phone? You get an alert and then you can just watch on your phone who's come to your front door or who's hanging around looking inside your house to see what they can rob. So that's basically what I need to do. So I've got to sort that out. I've got too many things. I've got a gig as well tonight. I'm doing a gig in Wales for a friend of mine, and there's only 3 of us on stage, but it should be good. It's down by Cardiff, not just on the outside of Cardiff. So hopefully that will be something to look forward to. So as I mentioned earlier on, I told you guys about my confession, which was on the last episode, and then I've told you the responses of me putting it on Reddit and getting feedback. Let's do a proper confession. As we're on the topic, might as well just cue in the music, as always. It's a confession from Reddit, the same place where I put mine up. The person who has posted this is somebody called Realistic Hat, and their confession is, I intentionally walk slower at work so people think I'm busy. Somebody who walks slow at work so everyone thinks they're busy. That is one of those where you just take your time, innit? I've done that myself because I used to work in the NHS. I still kind of do. Sometimes I will go for a little stroll. Most of the hospital wards are big, so I just end up walking really slowly. If I've got a task to do, I'll just take my time. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I've been there. I'm sure there's many other people that have done that as well. But let's read further on what Realistic Hat has got to confess about. I realised a while ago that the faster and more efficient you are at work, the more work people give you. So now I intentionally waste time. That's me, that is. If I finish something early, I don't immediately turn it in. I walk slower through the office. Sometimes I carry papers or open a spreadsheet just to look occupied. I've even mastered the focused face so people assume I'm overloaded. Imagine staring at your screen with your focused face for hours. The worst part is, says Realistic Cat, that everyone thinks I'm one of the hardest workers there because I always look stressed and busy. That's the key to looking good, like a good worker. Meanwhile, there's a co-worker who generally works non-stop all day and management barely notices because he's quiet and efficient. I feel guilty because I know I'm manipulating how people perceive me instead of actually working harder. But at the same time, I've noticed the people who work for the hardest usually just get rewarded with more work. Yeah, I think you got a point there, Hat. Because when people see you working hard, they think, oh, he's a good worker. We'd like to have him back. Do you know what I mean? Or I don't know what type of office work you do. But they're just going to give you more work to do. So I think you should just take it easy. I don't know how old you are. When you get to my age, you just naturally take it easy anyway. Sometimes I can't be bothered. I mean, my type of work is different because you've got to be on your feet most of the time and you've got to be alert. But sometimes I just can't be bothered. Do you know what I mean? I just walk slowly or take my time in the kitchen. But I know my other colleagues also do the same thing. Well, that is a great confession. Thank you very much. Don't forget, folks, we are still raising money for my good friend Griff. It's a charity gig which is being held at the Glee Club in Birmingham on June the 2nd. The lineup consists of Annette Fagan, Steve Lee, who plays a character called Mad Ron. We've got Andy White, Josephine Enright, who's been on TV, Phoenix Nights, all that. We've got Doug Carter and myself. Oh, and Jojo Chinaski, before I forget. So there's a lot of acts, and it's going to be a great night. It's well worth the ticket money alone, and you'll be helping out a really good cause. So put that one in your diary. Also, don't forget my Rick Mail Comedy Festival show, Half Soaked, I've kept the name for some reason, is going to be held on June the 6th at Worcestershire Rugby Club. If you just type in Rick Mail Comedy Festival, put my name in, you'll see my show. Buy your tickets. They're not that expensive. And if you can, that'll be great for me, and we can have a really good event. So let's crack on. I wanted to do a what the... Does anybody know about the Iceman? His name is Ötzi. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's spelled O-T-Z-I. The Iceman. Back in 91, two hikers, right, they found a body sticking out of the ice in the Alps. They thought it was just some poor bloke who recently died, right? Turns out he's over 5,000 years old. The guy is known as Ötzi the Iceman because he was frozen so well, scientists could basically piece together his entire last day, which is frigging amazing. He was around 45 years old. Happy birthday, Ötzi. Which back then was basically, pension age. He was around 5'2", so not very tall, but unless you count what he was carrying. He had a full kit with him, though. He had a copper axe, a bow and arrow, tools, and clothing made from animal skin. Now, here's the mad part. He didn't just freeze. They found an arrowhead lodged into his shoulder, which cut an artery, so he was basically murdered up a mountain, and then he collapsed. And then it gets even worse. Although he had a head injury, so either he fell or somebody actually just finished the job for him. So it wasn't just death, it was a full-on prehistoric crime scene. They looked at what he'd had eaten. Now, his last meal was an ibex meat. He had grains and herbs, so he had a proper decent meal before he died, which means whatever happened to him happened pretty fast. Now, here's a weird one. He had over 60 tattoos on his body. Not like sleeves, but like lines and crosses. And scientists think they were used for pain relief, kind of like an ancient acupuncture in a sense. So just imagine, 5,000 years ago, people were already doing therapy. They even found pollen in his stomach, which told scientists he had travelled from a forest to get to the mountain where he died. So they can literally track his entire journey, which is he ate a solid meal, he travelled up a mountain, he got shot in the back, possibly got hit on the head, or maybe when he got shot, he banged his head on the rock. And then he froze and stayed there for 5,000 years. All that ends up being discovered on a hike in the 1990s. Do you know what? I'm sure I've seen a documentary about that guy. I'm sure I have, because as I was reading it, I was like, yeah, I already know this story. Or maybe I've read him out before. I feel like I've read him out before. Some of you are going to go, we already know this. We know this, man. You've told us about this Iceman before, and now you've gone and done it again. Early signs of dementia. Isn't it? It's probably what it is. Oh, God, I feel proper rough, man. I don't know what's going on. Obviously, it's the cold, isn't it? That's what it is. I was thinking, as I was sitting here, I was thinking to myself, I haven't really told you guys anything about my life, have I? I mean, you know more or less everything about me. If you're a regular listener, like you've been listening from day one, you know my whole life, innit? You know everything that's going on with me. So I thought, I can't tell you anything. But I thought, let's just do another topic, innit? What else can I do? Oh, that was it. I've just realised I have got something to tell you lot. You know, in my house, now I know I keep going on about it, the house is done, blah, blah, blah. Since I've had the new lights put in, so we've got these ceiling lights, and it's quite a fancy ceiling light. It's quite modern, but it's still got that vintage look, if you know what I mean. It's got it's like a long chandelier. Imagine like a rectangle shape, and then in between it, you've got bulbs, and on the outside you've got like little crystals. That's the only way I can describe it. Anyway, it looks great. It looks lovely in the house. I've got 2 of them on the ceiling opposite each other, and they're quite big, yeah. So there's 6 bulbs in each of those ceiling lights. And sometimes, I don't know what it is, right? I'm not saying there's something in the house, or whether it's down to an electrical fault, or it's just the way it is because of the amount of bulbs that are being processing the energy. They kind of they act like candles. I know it sounds weird. You know how a candle flicks and it goes brighter and it goes dimmer sometimes? That's what these bulbs are doing. And I don't necessarily think it's the bulbs because they're not designed to do that. They are, what do you call those bulbs? Dimming bulbs. So they do dim, but on a dimmer switch. But these ones kind of sometimes they go bright, sometimes they go dim. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes they go bright and then dim. It's like it's playing. Now I don't know whether that's a paranormal activity going on in my house. I've said this before. I do think we've got something in the house, but it's not a threat. I'm not afraid, but it's mainly downstairs because I remember ages ago. I'm talking ages ago, probably 20 years ago now. When we bought the house, we were just renovating it then. So as you can imagine, first time buyers, you barely got anything in the house. Anyway, my wife was filming near the fireplace and she just spotted a few orbs in the camera. Now, if I look now with my camera phone, you don't really see it. Now, I'm wondering whether its technology is a bit... Obviously, it's gone better since then, and phones have been better. But maybe her phone was good at spotting activities that time. I don't know. I don't know why I'm mentioning this, but I thought we can do a paranormal investigation on Reddit, as always. Here it is. Right, I don't know why I've chose this, but it's supposed to be scary. But this one has been put up by somebody called... I've lost the name. I'm really on the ball today. This one has been put up by somebody called Rezerikiton. I think that's how you pronounce the username. On Paranormal Forum, Reddit. What caught me was just the title. The Lady Who Lives With Me. Ooh. There's a lady that lives with Reza. Can I call you Reza? It's easier to pronounce. I want to put this out there, says Reza, and see if it sticks. Does anyone else have a spirit, a ghost, or an entity that lives with them? Now, I've kind of answered your question a little bit, only because of the light thing. So I don't know, man. Maybe, I don't know. I really don't know. I am 50-something. Happy birthday. He's a white male. Brilliant. And I've had an old black woman that has been with me my entire life. Wow. I don't always see her. I see her in the corner of my eye, in a glimpse or a passing shadow on the wall. How do you know she's black? Sometimes she reminds me of Cecily Tyson, and other times Erykah Badu. Oh yeah, I remember Erykah Badu. She has always brought me peace and comfort. That's a good thing. In all my years, I've only directly seen her clearly once. Oh, how did you get to see her, Reza? She sat beside me on my bed, which woke me up and said, "It's time, child, we have to go." I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, mate. He said, which scared the crap out of me. I can imagine, because I thought this meant I was going to die. That's what I I thought she was going to take you. Time for you to go now. I don't know why I put a Jamaican accent on. I guess she could have been right. That day, while I was at work, someone broke into my house and stole everything. It bothered me so much I moved the next day. I took that as her telling me I wasn't safe there anymore. Oh, that's a shame, man. I had someone tell me that she could be a grandmother or an ancestor from a past life who loved me so much she followed me over to watch and care for me. I will tell you, I love her. And he's put, I love her in capitals, as if she's a part of my very soul. I smile every time I catch a glimpse of her. She's the most beautiful part of my existence. That is a beautiful story, mate. Oh, that's fantastic. Do you know what? Because you don't think she's a threat, which is why it's the way you responded. You feel comfortable around her. Maybe she could be an ancestor, or maybe I feel like she's more of an old resident of the house. And she obviously knew that something was going to happen that night. And for that thing to happen, she's not going to see you again. And I think she's going to miss you more than you miss her. It's a really, really, really good story. And I'm glad you haven't been naive about it. You've been quite open. And I love that. And who knows, maybe she'll follow you. I don't. I would love to know. And have you really moved? Because that would be quite interesting to hear. But yeah, mate, thank you so much. Great story, man. I was looking at the time because I'm a bit conscious of it. And I'm like, I haven't really done much. I haven't done anything at all. And the worst thing is, I haven't even prepared my food. So, like, it's getting quite late here. And I've just passed my lunchtime. And I still haven't eaten. I haven't had any breakfast. And I'm thinking, yeah, you need to go and eat, mate. You got to get some food. So I thought, let me just wrap this up. We'll do what you may call it. A British problem. We've always got to do one. And then we'll end it with a new story. So here is a British problem. Yes, British problems. I think we're going to get even more British problems with the way voting has gone. But I'm not here to talk about the voting in the UK. That's a problem in itself. Who do you trust? I don't even know, mate. They're all the same to me. But forget all that. We are here for proper British problems. This one has been put up by somebody called Battle Squids. What a great name. I hope it's nothing to do with squids. I don't think it is, or it could be. What is their British problem? Taxis don't have change at the end of the journey. Ha ha! How come you're using a taxi that still takes money? I haven't been in a taxi that takes money, cash, in ages. Ages. I mean, I was a taxi driver myself. Obviously, you know that because I'm Asian. What? I don't know what to say. Why haven't I done that? I haven't, honestly. I've never rang a taxi company, and I've got quite a few of them in my area that still take cash. I haven't called any of them. Maybe you're out in the skirts. That's what it could be. Could be that. But why don't they have change at the end of the journey? Probably because they want to keep the money in it. That's probably what it is. But Battle Squids is saying, I put it down to sometimes crap happens. Like the first 2 times it happened, but now it's happened like 7 times. Ha ha ha. With multiple taxi services. I go to pay and they look dumbfounded and have to inform me they don't have any change to give me. Ha ha ha. They ask if I can pay by card. No, I only have cash, and just to say, to keep the change, it's never some ridiculous amount, but it all adds up if it keeps happening. Well, yeah, I suppose. You've done it 7 times. I don't know, let's say your journey's £7, and then they're making £3 on top of that. And then that's basically another journey, isn't it? If you add it all up, and every time they haven't got any change. What I'm intrigued about is why don't you pay by card, mate? Don't you have like Uber there, Bolt, I don't know, whatever company you are? I don't know where you are, so it doesn't really help, does it? Ha 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 ha. I'm not actually helping you. Now he's saying they obviously know they are running a service where people pay by cash. Why are they so unprepared? They always say, I was expecting you to pay by card. You can't just expect that and should be prepared to have change for cash for paying customers. The time I did pay by card, the guy straight up asked me how much tip you going to give me. And he goes, for what? I said, I'm not. And I saw him, and he still had a fiver to the total on his card reader. He added a fiver on top of your payment. You can't do that. That's daylight robbery. How much you going to tip me, mate? Oh, I don't know. I haven't got any money. And then he adds £5 on top. That's cheeky. Mate, I saw that. I'm not tipping. Oh, sorry. I'll take it off. That's what the taxi driver said. Some of these people are sneaky. I do agree with you. Some taxi drivers are well sneaky, man. Some of them don't even care any on the road. Have you seen? Half of them drive slow. Some of them just they turn without even indicating. They all drive the same car. Toyota Prius. That's what the car is. And they're all South Asian as well. Which is true. But, yeah, I don't know, mate. You obviously don't have Uber and stuff like that in your area because you would have mentioned that, but you haven't. So I'm guessing you live, like, in a little town. But it does feel like it's a problem, innit? Next time when you book a taxi, can you say to the operator, have you got change? Can you tell the driver to have change because I haven't got any money and I can only pay the exact amount? But getting someone to make sure you tip them and then adding £5 when you say no, that is frigging cheeky. I can't wait to do the weird news story because I think it's something that I would do if I was at that age. I'll tell you what it is in a minute. Funny enough, I actually talk about this on stage. I do a bit about it in my set, which I've quite recently wrote. And I think I might get some more material off it after reading this weird news story. What is it, Love Dave? What are you talking about? I'll tell you in a minute. Children are drawing moustaches on their faces to full online age checks. And it's working. Ha 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 ha. It's actually working. That's great. A new report reveals that children across the United Kingdom are outwitting online safety measures with fake birthdays. Borrowed IDs. I wondered where my driving license went. And some surprisingly creative facial hair. A third of children say they have bypassed online age checks in the past 2 months, some by drawing fake moustaches on their faces to trick facial recognition software. The report from the Internet Matters titled The Online Safety Act, Are Children Safer Online? It was a survey by 1,300 children aged between 9 and 16 and their parents across the UK to see whether the country's landmark online safety legislation is delivering any meaningful protection. So one mother told the researcher she caught her son using an eyebrow pencil to draw a moustache on his face to pass a platform facial age estimation check, and it worked. He was verified as 15, right? But he's only 12 years old. Now, what did the report find out? The study discovered that 46% of pervert children believe age checks are easy to bypass, while only 70% say that it's difficult. Among the infiltration methods, children described when entering a fake birthday, using someone else's ID, submitting videos of other people's faces, and using video game characters. Imagine your child's using Mario to verify. Oh, God, I love it. It's about time I got a proper funny, weird news story. It's been too long. I've seen clips of people online where they'll get clips of video game characters, like turning their head and using it for age verification. One 11-year-old girl told researchers, and older children were more confident at circumventing checks. Now, 52% of those aged 13 and over say age verification is easy to beat, compared to 41% who are 12 years and under say it's difficult. The most common reason children gave bypassing age checks were to access a social media platform they were not old enough to use. Now, 34% joined an online game for gaming, and then 30% are using messaging apps. The report also found that just over a quarter of parents have allowed their child to bypass an age check. I'm one of them, with 70% helping them do so. Parents said they did this when they felt confident the content was appropriate. I have helped my son get around. It was to play a game, and I knew the game. I was happy and confident. I was fine with him playing it, said a mum of a 13-year-old boy. I wonder what game it was. Probably Grand Theft Auto. Is the Online Safety Act actually working? Now, the UK's Online Safety Act came into force in July, right, last year, 25, which required social media platform, gaming sites, and other services to implement age-appropriate safety measures. There are signs the legislation is having some effect. 68% of parents and children are noticing new safety measures on the platform that children use, including an improved reporting tool, content warnings, and restrictions on features for live streaming. However, half of the children said they had experienced harm online in the past month, including seeing violent content, content promoting unrealistic body types. There's racist, homophobic, and sexist content, all of which should be prohibited under the Act Children's Safety Code. Children in focus groups also described seeing videos of the assassination, of the right-wing political activist Charlie Kirk on their social media. Now that's wrong, isn't it? You don't want any kids to see that. I saw that on Snapchat and I broke down in tears and told my mum. This is what a 14-year-old girl said. The report condemns that children's safety has to be built into online platforms from the outset rather than adding it in a response to harm. The access is determined by the level of a risk a platform presents. I think what they're trying to say is it should already be there on the app before and not add it afterwards. So it should be tailored to the stage development, a one-size-fits-all approach, according to this news report. It also stresses the roles parents play in child safety, and they should be provided with guidance on how to set up a parental control, through to clear, accessible explanations on how an algorithm works and influence what children actually see online. I mean, it is interesting to see that children can bypass it, and then they're seeing other types of content, which makes you think, should my child really be on social media and all the rest of it? It's quite a tough one, really. But let's just say I'm a bit of a cool dad, and you guys are also cool. Thank you for listening to this podcast. Remember, if you enjoyed it, share it, like it, leave a comment, man. If you're new to this and you think, you know what, I like this podcast. It's all right. You know, my day goes. It makes me laugh. Just please leave a review because it really helps with the algorithms, and maybe I'll get a bit more sponsorship. But on that note, folks, have a really great week, whatever it is you're doing. Stay safe. See you soon. Bye.